Hey folks, it's me, Wyatt Flores, and you're watching Wyatt Flores and Friends. Today we have two special guests, Clem Braden and Jake Lynn, which they are both a part of my band. And to kick off our Welcome to the Plains tour, what better way than to have some of the band come on here and talk about how we met, some of the things that we go through out on the road, what we enjoy, what we don't like, things like that, you know. Anyway, my name's Wyatt Flores, and you're watching Wyatt Flores and Friends. Thank you for joining. That wasn't the 10-minute warning.
Intro.
All right.
He blacked out that.
We got we got 10 minutes left anyway. My name's Wyatt Flores, and this is Wyatt Flores and Friends, Wyatt Flores and band members. Welcome to the Plains podcast. Wyatt Flores is losing sleep once again. We don't really have a fucking name still. And either way, here with us today we have the Clemrod, and we also have Jakey Big Mistakey, otherwise known as Jake Lynn and Clem Braden.
Yep.
Hello there.
Thank you.
Really, I have no sense of direction for this. This is going to be quite fun. So, Clem, I really just want to start off with you. Quite frankly, the amount of time that I've spent with you and gotten to know about your upbringing, has just been quite off the rails in my mind. And I'm not saying that it's, you know, I'm honestly jealous in some ways, and quite a bit of ways. So I'd just like to start with, you grew up in OKC, correct?
Yeah. I'm from Oklahoma City. We're all the Oklahomans are here today.
Yep, so, Oklahomies.
Oklahoma City. My family appreciated the arts. My grandparents were mostly like teachers and professors and stuff. And so started in music when I was really little. My whole family was somewhat musical, and no TV. I had a cat, I had chickens, and just played a whole lot of music pretty much for my whole life. I never thought I'd be doing country music. This all came out of the blue for me. But
so when you started playing music, what age, what instrument?
So there was always a guitar sort of around because my dad played guitar and played some violin. And then my sister started taking piano lessons when I was probably 3. And then when I was 4, I started taking piano lessons from the same teacher. So I have 3 older siblings. And so I took years and years of piano lessons. And I absolutely hated it at the time. I love you, Mrs. Payne. I'm sorry. You're a wonderful teacher. You're awesome. But I was not into piano. Just couldn't do it. And so once I picked up mandolin when I was 7, and then bass when I was 10. I fell in love with both of those instruments, and really I took piano and appreciated it for the music theory that I learned because of it. But as soon as I started playing bass, that was really, I was heart set on that. So,
and then, originally you were my bass player.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, when we first met, I don't know if you even knew that I played piano or played
No,
keys
I had no idea.
Yeah. And this all just, the only reason I'm doing mandolin and keys now is because I was doing ballet accompaniment work and kind of got my chops back up on keys.
Because the first time that I met you, I didn't even meet you. I just knew that I was getting a gig opening up for Caitlin Killian in Guthrie, Oklahoma at whatever place that was.
The Rockaway Tavern.
The Rockaway
Guthrie,
Tavern.
Oklahoma. I'd love to go back there. I bet we can sell it out.
And I remember opening up. I just did my regular, I just shuffle through acoustic songs. And then I had to leave. There's something important, like a big party in Stillwater that I had to attend. I didn't really have to, but I watched most of your show. But I remember leaving in the parking lot, and at that time I was talking to Tyler Woodward and pretty much talking about coming into the entire group over there. And but I remember watching you play. I had no idea who any of the band members were. I knew who Austin was, and I knew who Caitlin was.
Yep.
And that was only because there was like a writing retreat or something. And then you show up out of nowhere, and I'm watching you play bass. And of course, I'm like a young musician. I know what's good and what's bad. I don't know the technical things, but when my ears picked it up, I was like, where the fuck did you find him? And he's like, oh, well, he's just 19-year-old bass player we just recently found. And I was like, the fuck does that mean? Because he's a wizard on stage. It didn't make any sense. And for you, your first experience of seeing me was quite different.
Oh yeah. Courtesy the Red, White, and Blue. First song I ever heard to sing. We stepped out of the car in the parking lot after dinner, and the random kid who none of us knew that was opening for us was singing Courtesy the Red, White, and Blue to the absolute delight of the crowd at the Rockaway Tavern.
30 people.
in Guthrie, Oklahoma.
It was really mostly Caitlin's family.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're the big supporters
That was an easy
of Caitlin.
winner.
But
yeah.
that was our first time kind of.
Yeah, and I had no idea what I was doing on stage with Caitlin either at that time. I mean, that was my first ever country gig. I was playing jazz gigs and church gigs around Oklahoma at the time. And
Were you teaching, or were you playing for the ballet?
Yeah, I was. I think I was about to start playing for the ballet, so that was like a December show or something. I was like, it was a.
It couldn't have been December because we were outside. It was August.
Okay, that's right. So that was early in that year. Yeah.
Goodness.
So yeah, that was. I think that was the year before I started playing for the ballet, but.
And honestly,
probably working at Papa John's at that time.
Hey, what'd you learn at Papa John's?
I learned how to throw dough at Papa John's. That was my big takeaway.
And I've yet to see you do it.
Yeah, I know. I need to. That'll be our next big bus purchase. Is going to be my stone pizza oven in the back.
Sweet. Yeah, sorry, dude. Just gonna have to do
No more merch.
Dude, the back lounge just becomes a cooking area.
Yep.
Flat tops all over the place.
I would love that. I would thrive.
Now, Jake, I feel like an absolute fool for not asking you this before because I seriously don't know. Mostly because we talk about the most randomest shit ever.
Yeah.
And like Farmer Wants a Wife.
Yeah.
Or,
that's good.
And shit like that.
That was a good bonding moment.
Definitely was. But anyway, what was your upbringing into music? What was it like for you? Because you're just a fucking animal, a freak on drums. So where did that come from? Where did it start?
I have no
What was
idea.
your family life like growing up in Tulsa? Did you grow up in Tulsa?
I grew up in Moore, Oklahoma, home of Toby Keith.
Yeah.
And Tornadoes.
And the Tornadoes.
Tornadoes.
Yeah.
I've been
They'll
in
get you
one of
down there.
those.
Yeah.
The 2013 one. That's how I graduated.
No shit.
I just passed everybody.
That took my.
I was failing on some absences, so I got to like graduate that year.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, Mom.
That was my COVID experience.
Sorry.
So.
Nobody in my family. My grandmother sang, and I've got like an uncle that plays, but nobody was really that musical. But I was like humming like the Barney theme songs and stuff like before I could speak.
Yeah.
So then they figured out that I had some sort of musical thing, and I started singing first. I was doing Branson shows when I was like five or six.
Wait,
And that was
Branson.
Missouri.
No shit.
I was in this group of like child performers called American Kids, and we would play. Like we played at the Country Tonight Theater a lot, and then we played at Silver Dollar City. And I was singing. And then when my parents divorced and we moved to Oklahoma to live with her, to live with my mom's parents. And they got me in a show there called the Oklahoma Opry.
Yeah.
And that show had a band. And the Country Tonight show had a band, but I didn't give a shit. But at this one, I did. The drummer was the music director. They were all on like Nashville number charts and stuff. So like he had a talkback mic, and like if the singers would like jump to the bridge, because a lot of times the singers were like, that was their first time playing with a band.
Yeah.
So it didn't exactly sound like the track in every way. So sometimes they get lost and like jump somewhere. He would always know where they were at. He'd be like, they're on the 4 in the middle of the verse. And they were. Or like they jumped to the bridge, they're at the minor 6 chord. And he was doing this from behind the drums. Like he didn't have an instrument, like chordal instrument in his hands. He was doing it from behind the drums.
Holy shit.
And I just started noticing him and was like, that's the shit. Like, that's what's actually running this show right now. And he noticed me noticing. And like one afternoon that I was on the show, he set up a stool by his kit and had some in-ears for me.
Yeah.
And like let me plug into his rig and sit by him the whole gig. So I would sit by him, and then I'd go sing my song, and then I'd come right back. There'd be intermission, and I'd hang out with him, like never leave him alone. And we'd go back, and I'd sit there for the whole set, sing my other song, come back. And after a year of that, I told my mom, I was like, I can play drums. She was like, what? I was like, can you? And I was singing on the show. We got to rehearsal one day, and I was like, hey, Eddie. That drummer's name's Eddie Howard. I was like, hey, Eddie, can I show my mom that I can play? He was like, yeah, sure. Handed me the sticks, and they had this like intro song that they would do. Had like big cymbal hits at the top. It was like da da da, just all like cymbals and stuff. So my little like 7-year-old ass was like, "Oh, dude, yes, sick as shit." So yeah, I knew how to do it, and I played it. And like the band was setting up, and they all like started noticing me, and like they like played it with me,
Dude.
And they were like, "Well, look at this little shit. He can play drums." So Eddie gave me like lessons for like a year, and then gave me this Tommy Igoe instructional DVD. And that's where I learned like technique, and
Is that where you learned the open hand?
that came later.
Okay. It was.
Yeah, I was playing cross for almost like I switched like 12 or 13 years in. I switched to that, and I only did it for a little while, and then switched back. I originally did it because I got like I pinched a nerve. I was playing my ride cymbal up really high, and I pinched a nerve. Like,
So that's why the drums are.
that's why they're low, and why
I always wondered. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, this is like a pancake back here.
yeah. That's why they're all flat, and why everything's like it's like dealing cards. And I sit low so that I don't have to like reach for anything.
Which answers my other question that I was going to ask later on of why they sit so low. Because when I got behind them, I was like,
What is this?
felt like I was playing. What's the xylophone? Yeah, felt like I was playing the xylophone back.
Have you ever seen like a marching band? Like you know how there's like 4 drums.
Yeah, right in front of you.
I did that in high school.
Okay.
And that's kind of influenced some of what I'm doing as well.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
makes
open-handed
sense.
thing is like that's the truth and the light. That's how we should all be playing. It's awesome. Yeah. So I've been playing music like live my whole life.
So what gigs did you get after that?
We did I did the American Kids thing for a while, and then I started just hopping around different Opries across the country. I did like Johnny High's I think it was like Johnny High's Country Review. That was in like Denison, Texas, I believe. And then Main Street Showcase, I can't remember, Denton, Texas. A couple of them in Arkansas. I played the Country Tonight in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Traveled around like that, and I did that every weekend from like 7 years old through like high school. I stopped in high school because wanted to do marching band and stuff like that. And then my first like real gig again was I auditioned for the Thunder Drumline, the basketball team in Oklahoma City.
Shit.
So my senior year, that was my job. I would go play the games.
What?
That was sick.
Dude, the
Shout
drum
out to
lines,
Monster. What's up, man? Send you the link to this.
the drum lines were always so cool for me to watch. At least the OSU one,
I loved being
where
a
they
drum
just
line.
show up out of fucking nowhere. And
Yeah. and then
I did percussion in high school, and I'm left-handed, and so I started all my shit with my left. So my technique was terrible.
Oh, but dude, that's awesome.
but I had a great time, and I miss doing that.
I'm jealous of that.
Yeah,
'cause
I
that
had
would
a
make what
blast
I'm
doing
doing
that,
way more easier.
Yeah, I know. I need to try open-handed. Ever since I've heard you start talking about it, I've
You'll
been
love it. You're going to love it. Everybody try it. Even if you don't drum, just try it. You'll love it.
Because that's the way I learned was cross. Since
Yeah.
my dad was a drummer.
Well, everybody, I mean, that's
Yeah.
how it's been. But the more I've played this way, I'm just like, why are we crossing our hands? The sticks crossed. It doesn't make a lot of sense. This like keeps everything open and fluid, and it's better for your posture.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to play drums for my whole life.
Well, I don't think you're getting into rodeo anytime soon, so you
No.
shouldn't have back problems.
No, well, but you'd be surprised, man. Like hunching over, like I've already like punished myself a lot. I've been playing for over 20 years. And most of that's been like on stage. Very fortunate with that.
Well, the first time I met you, this is actually quite hilarious. This is right before the break. We knew the break was happening at this point because I was like, I'm beat. I beat the shit.
I didn't know the break was happening, but I sensed that something needed
was
to
amiss.
occur.
Something was awry.
You guys looked, as they say, dead as fuck. Like, it was brutal. Anyway,
But yeah, I show up. At this point, I'm just not giving a flying fuck anymore. And I'm like, okay, let's just check the boxes. And
yeah,
I need sleep. And
debut Cain show, but
yeah, dude, that's
all I need is
That was such a
rest.
shame to not be able to feel like we were as excited as we like.
because Cain's is what you live for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Especially
That
as
was
an
such a bucket list
Oklahoman.
for all of us.
100%.
Like you look forward to that, and then we get there, and I'm like,
We're all just deadbeat,
Yeah.
tired.
I felt so bad for y'all because I could see it. I mean, I had been on the road for 5 years myself. Like
yeah.
I was on day 3 of leaving a touring gig, and like, it was.
was that a like scary feeling when we walk in the door and we just look dead as fuck, and you're like,
No, it was real. It was real. It was honestly, it made me feel good because, bro, I was exhausted. Like Bolin toured, Bolin and Grant like are hard motherfuckers. They have been on tour 190 dates plus a year since 1999. That's 25 fucking years of straight touring.
Yeah, that's
Like a break in January, and then the other months it is like 12 shows a month at minimum. I was exhausted. Like
yeah.
I mean, they like
you did that for 5, right?
I did that for 5 years. So that was day 3 of being away from that.
Yeah.
So my shoulders were still coming all the way down. You know? And to see y'all be exhausted too, I was just like, yeah, this ain't no joke. This ain't no joke. And it like made me feel a little less weak, honestly, because like Bolin and Grant, again, man, nothing but props. They are road dogs and have been through everything imaginable that can happen to you.
Yeah, we considered ourselves to be road dogs. And then we had,
Oh, dog. They were, I mean, they've forgotten stuff that I'll never know,
yeah.
you know, with just touring. Like it's impressive. So
But
all
it's-
that to say, to see y'all tired, I was just like, at least I'm not the only one doing it's hard out here, man.
But it's like a weird, like we could go back and live in that. We could. We're strong enough to do it.
And we
Oh,
thought
sure.
frankly, we thought we were going to have to be.
Oh yeah,
we
y'all's
thought we were
tone
gonna
was
do
like
another
we're
week.
going to continue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were like here. I mean, the only reason we did stop was because of the management. Like they pulled the plug on it, and they're like, "Fuck no, we can't watch this train wreck go any further."
Which is great.
Which is
Like,
great.
on them.
Yeah, that means
Yes.
the team's good.
You
We
were
got good
cared
folks.
for. You were cared
But
for immensely.
I for real thought that we were gonna just go the next week, go to New York, do fucking label, and then all of a sudden, you know, you
And
do
then
the late
Europe.
night, and then go to fucking Europe, which
and
I
then
get
come
the
back and
stressed.
do a full other tour.
I get stressed the fuck out leaving the country. I went to Canada, dude.
You were like-
Dude, yeah. I'm sitting there at the airport, and I'm like, these motherfuckers are gonna leave me behind. And of course,
Thought about it.
nothing happened. It's just a cleaner version of New York City where we went, Toronto.
Yeah.
But like, I'm literally shit in a brick. I'm like, I'm gonna get left in another country.
I kind of was too, because they asked me to play those Canada dates, and I was like, oh yeah, sure. And then I realized my passport was expired, so I was like calling my mom, like, I need my motherfucking birth certificate, and like all this other shit, so I could get in. Yeah. I was sweating that. I was just like, man, this is gonna be awkward if they just have to be like, well, see ya, dude. We gotta go play these gigs later.
Come back for you in a couple months.
Yeah, man. Hope you're there, or just start walking back. In a couple days, we'll catch up with you.
Dude, it is. It's kind of a nerve-wracking thing just for me, because I've watched too many movies over it, and like it literally fucking scares the shit out of me when we go and like have to leave the country. In Mexico, I wasn't worried about because I was drunk. Like when I got on the flight, this is bad, underage drinking, but
don't do that, kids.
Yeah, I was literally, my first plane ride was to Mexico.
Whoa.
And I literally was having freak out moments on the plane. Like I felt like I was like, you know, when you get on a roller coaster or you see those videos and people like die, like they're just like,
they go black out for a second.
Yeah. That kept happening.
Oh, dude.
Like as soon as the wheels got off the ground and I realized we were floating, I was
Poor
just,
bastard.
Yeah.
and then I'd look out the window and I'd be like, oh, just down again. My buddy.
No, I love flying. Yeah.
Well, after that it was fine, but like, but yeah, I never had any issues with Mexico, but for some reason in Canada, my fear was just heightened, and I was like, they're gonna leave me, and
They're somehow gonna forget me.
but dude, that would have been terrible if we would have kept touring.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you didn't.
Oh yeah,
That's very cool.
But my first time meeting you, sorry, to get back onto it. First time meeting you, I walk on stage to Cain's, and of course, we feel bad because like we walked up and we were like, it's just another place to play. Like no excitement of this is fucking Eastern Maine.
We were all
Cain's
sick
Ballroom
too.
floor. Oh,
Like not only were we tired, we were like physically ill.
I felt so bad for y'all.
And I just remember walking up and looking at your drums, and you had your, which at the time I didn't know it was your childhood rug, but you just had a child rug Cars mat.
Yeah.
Like not Cars the movie.
A Hot Wheels rat.
Just a Hot Wheels, yeah.
I said rat. Hot Wheels mat. Sorry. I'm really nervous.
And your drum kit, like literally also
Looked like a Hot Wheels mat.
That's what we tried.
like a child's.
You want
Like
to know
a-
a secret? It is.
What?
It's a beginner's like child kit. I'm not kidding.
I can't tell if you're kidding.
No, I got to play Red Rocks with a fucking like child's drum set. I'm blissing out, dude.
Are you fucking serious?
Dead serious. Yeah, baby. What's
thought
up,
it was-
Pearl? Sponsor me with that.
Send me a real drum set one of these days.
No, just send me a
Send me another one of those. Yeah.
Send me a card, dude.
I need 2 of those half kick drums.
But for real?
Yeah.
I thought you just said that they made like those, and you were like, dude, I tried them out and I thought they were great.
No, it's like a kid's kit. They do make those. It's just I just left out that.
So
it's
like
for
if you
children.
were to actually like have a drum coffin, not the tall one that you have in the trailer, would it be a miniature coffin?
It'd have to be, just to compensate for that.
Can
We're gonna have to make one.
can we do that?
Let's make one.
I just think that's funny as hell.
We got to do it.
This is the drummer. Yeah, it's just fucking... Oh my god! But yeah, seriously, I walked up and I
What the
literally
hell is this?
No, I didn't even say that. I literally gave no fucks. I was like, it is what it is, because we're down Jackson.
Right.
Jackson wasn't with us. I was in the worst
He was
headspace
sick.
ever.
Y'all were sick.
Yeah.
I literally.
At least still mobile, so we
we were still
playing.
able. Yeah. But we were like, I don't give a fuck at this point. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
But we practiced 2 songs, not plugged in, just sitting around
the kit. Yeah.
And you had all your charts, which you only had, what, 12, 24 hours?
At 8. They called me at 5. William called me at 5. I was at a rehearsal with another band whose songs I was also learning. And I was like, we got through a song, and Ashley from Merck was like, hey, Josh Crutchner from the Rolling Stones is going to call you. I was like, okay. And then
Fucking
he
weird.
did.
All right.
So I had to be like, I had to take this call. So then I got up from rehearsal, and he was like, I'm going to give your number to William. Wyatt needs
I
a
didn't
drummer
realize
for
that was
tomorrow.
the contact. I'm glad to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
And so then William
Thanks, Josh
called.
Cushman.
Thanks,
Yes,
Josh.
thank you, Josh. Baby. Love you. And you know how he saw it? From my Facebook post or my Instagram post
Yeah.
of me like leaving.
Yeah.
So anyway, William hit me up and was like, could you play tomorrow? And I was like, could you guys send me a board recording? And immediately, like, I had a board recording. I was like, so I left the rehearsal. It was with this band called Manta Rays. Love you, Manta Rays. Left, went home and called my buddy Maxwell and started laughing about it, and then called my dad. And he was like, I told you you'd find something, man. Fine.
You're fine.
We were all
son.
worried.
5 days.
Yeah, it was barely.
Yeah.
It was like 3 at that
3.
point. Yeah. So then or 2 because 3 was Friday when I saw you. So I charted I just charted the live show through the night. Started at like 6 and got done at about like 9, and then listened to it again like twice. And then was like, okay, here we go. Talked to William a couple more times. It felt like great.
Felt warm.
Yeah. Then I was like, okay, well, I'll meet up with everybody tomorrow. And then I was just kind of waiting around. My house is like 90 seconds from Cain's. So I was just like sitting on my porch, like,
They'll be
I
here
guess,
any minute.
yeah, I guess I'll go now. My dad like rolled up with my case in a trailer. And we rolled it in. I got there super early and just like set up everything. I ended up calling William. I was like, where does the riser go? He told me where to put it. And then I set everything up and was just like, well, okay. I'm
You
just
were
gonna
really
hang out.
excited, weren't you?
I was just like, dude, this is cool. Like, I love getting to.
And then
like,
we walk in the door.
I was excited because I was like, I wonder if I don't want to fuck this up. Like, this is their debut at Cain's. Like, it was testing what I was made of.
Well, you knocked it out of the park. I mean, we had no idea what was going to happen. I knew who you were.
I felt so bad for y'all with that too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, cool, mystery drummer at our debut Cain show, and I feel like shit. And what in the hell is that on stage right
Strange
now?
little contraption.
And then you guys saw me and was like, well, that hobbit must be the motherfucker that set all that shit up. What's this gonna be? And then Bill like walks over on stage and like, so do you like have any questions? And then I just started like talking through the songs, and then y'all like kind of walked up and we just like walked through the whole show, ran 2. And you guys were like, good enough. We're all going to go cry now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
We're going to go curl up in the green room and
I'm going to throw up and
hack
cry.
up a lung. Yeah.
Yeah, literally, that was we ran through 2 songs, and I said, and we weren't even plugged in yet for sound check
No, we were just chilling.
because I was like, I got nothing left.
Yeah, that's it. You have what I have. That's it.
That was literally the intro to meeting you.
Yeah.
But on stage, it literally brought me back to life because I was still dying from everything. And
Oh, sure.
in the middle of Wildcat, I remember just rocking out. I'm looking at you, yelling at you to play the shit out of the piano.
Which you were.
And in the midst of all that, I'm like, that's a lot of weed being
Somebody's
smoked
let a
somewhere.
skunk into this room.
and I'm like, well, that was a nasty drum fill too at the same time. And I fucking look back and you are just stone cold, just fucking looking at me. No fucking expressions, just beating the fucking piss out of these drums with a fucking doobie just cloud. It's dark. You got your sunglasses on and you had what did you have? The robe? What was it, a cardigan?
I had on a green, like this color green sweater with flowers coming out of the pocket.
Dude, but from the midst of it, you kind of did look like a wizard in the lighting that I seen you in. And he's just fucking smoked
Rolling coal.
all the way around. And he's just lighting a nasty fill in there. And I'm like, that's the most rock and roll shit I've ever seen, dude.
It was the kick of energy that we needed.
Yeah,
in that
definitely.
moment.
Just to fucking get through it. But I remember as soon as I got off stage, dude, I went and grabbed the telephone pole that's in the back and just started throwing up because I just couldn't anymore. And
Yeah.
I wasn't even drunk. That's the thing that people are probably going to assume that I was. I wasn't. I was sober.
Just sick.
And just sick as a dog. And yeah, just fucking done for. And
you gave everything on that performance too. That was a very inspiring night.
I'm glad we just made it through, honestly.
It was a moment in time. It wasn't the Cain's debut that any of us would have imagined, but I'm grateful for the moment that it was, for sure.
Every single
You
time
guys
we hug
really
after
did play
stage,
well.
it's like, man, dude, that was some fucking cool shit you did. That time it was like
We die. If you don't hold me now, I will fall.
and I was like, fuck, we made it through. But I think the like what I've always liked about you is your character.
Thank you.
And that goes for you as well, Clem. Besides all the humbling things that you say to me. God.
Dude, he is the humbler.
Dude, he
It's
is. He
fucking
comes
hilarious.
around. I'll never forget.
I fucked up some stuff and he humbled me too. I was like,
no, but not even when we're playing, dude.
it's great.
It's my duty to
I
keep
can
this
usually
band in
take
line.
the playing humbling, but when we're off stage, I'll never forget. He said it to me this weekend on the bus. I was like, why is no one having as much fun as I am? And he mumbled, because you're on the bus. And I was like, oh, damn,
Zap.
dude. Oh, dude,
My filter's loosened. That's
which
my problem.
I know he felt bad about it only because he said it quietly. He knew that it was a.
Got like half. I'm watching these
trying to
things
hold back.
escape my lips.
Yeah, usually he has more confidence when he says that. He usually
Shit and fart.
and oh my gosh, but
Excuse me.
yeah, it was your character because the next night, another night of like,
Oh yeah, that was a funny one to walk in on. I'm like, I rolled up to the sound check, and I walked up to like a band circle of William and Braden being like, dude, we're landing the plane. This is ridiculous. 2 engines are out. The pilot's almost dead. All of you guys have scurvy.
Yeah.
We're landing the plane. Take some time. And I just remember again, just like this, the first night, being like, this is some of the healthiest like decision making I've been around. Because
in the most unhealthy circumstance.
like y'all were calling a spade. I mean, we've all seen the stories of like, yeah, you know, I mean, dude, Elvis died on a toilet. You know, management did not give a shit. They were just riding that pony until it broke.
Yeah.
And that's a story. That's a tale as old as time. And this was the first time I had witnessed the like Disney story. The like, hey, this thing was fine. Now it's like, you know, not functioning as properly as it could, and we're gonna run these people to death. We're gonna stop.
Our handsome prince has fallen ill.
He's fallen ill. We're gonna send him up to the
laughing too
tower.
hard. This is the Disney version.
Yeah.
It was truly. It was heartwarming.
Let down your hair.
Yeah, maybe it was more like the DreamWorks, like the Shrek story.
Yeah.
But I digress. I was moved by witnessing like the systems do what they're supposed to do, like upper management actually taking care of you. You're not a client.
Yeah.
You're Wyatt.
Yeah.
You're a person.
Which
And
I'm very lucky.
You have people in your band that we were. The whole situation needed rest. So, you know, again, this is me coming off of 5 years. Day 4, like I'm like, dude, dogs, yes, absolutely. Take a fucking break. No one in the fan base that actually cares about you is going to be upset in a negative way. They're going to be upset because they're concerned.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it's
there
not
was one
going
guy
to be.
that was mad about his ticket. And,
Well, you know, man,
You'll have that.
yeah.
you'll get well.
Yeah.
I was like, well, dude, it was either
You're ruining
I
my
play the-
story, one guy. Come on, man. Do better.
I didn't read all the comments, but I seen enough to where I was like, it's time to disappear for a good
You
solid
got to
second.
do it, and you've done that, and look how
The last thing any of
Well,
us
I mean,
wanted
hell,
was
our
to
first
look
show-
at what it did.
Our first shows back were great, but then really I finally got like 2 weeks off completely in Oklahoma. Like I'd gone to on-site. I came back for a week, but at that week I was really trying to figure out what the fuck just happened at on-site, because honestly, that shit will just.
Oh, I can't imagine. They just take
it doesn't seem like it because it feels like you're just going to. Yeah, it feels like
back on.
You're going to summer camp.
Sure.
But I'm the youngest one.
Your thoughts?
I'm surrounded by 40 to 60-year-olds, and I'm sitting
having breakdowns and shit.
And I'm sitting here going, it's probably a good thing I'm doing this now.
It is.
But I'm
another point of your management and family caring about you.
Luckily, they sent me there. I really thought it was rehab, though. I really did. I was like, so they're going to give me grippy socks and shit? Because I really have calmed down on the drinking guys. And they're like, oh, what? That's not what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
And,
keep slowing down on that, but that's not what this is. This is something different. This is mine.
It always looks bad when I talk about me slowing down on drinking.
Everybody glances at the 25 ounce. The Mickle chode on the couch.
He's been drinking it slow. There's still some in it, you know. It's fine, baby steps. Life is a dance. You learn as you go, you know. That's a great song. Look it up.
Who was that?
Don't get me lying, dude.
It's not John Mellencamp. It's John Michael Montgomery.
Oh yeah, it's one of those 3 bangers. Yeah, dude. Those 3 named dudes. They're not playing around.
They're not.
Billy Ray Cyrus. Come on.
Breaky achy my heart.
Yeah,
or
achy breaky my heart hole, dude.
Oh, God. But
that song created Miley Cyrus. Look at what it did. Anyway, sorry.
But I seriously am thankful for all that, because that second week, and then we go into 2-step.
Yeah.
And I truly was not prepared. I hadn't been playing music. I had completely put down the guitar, and then I was like, oh, fuck, we have to play a festival to like the biggest crowd
of all of our lives. That's the biggest crowd I'd ever played.
And it never bothered me, because I was living in another fantasy of like, oh man, I can just go be me. But it led into later on. I was scared that it was going to go back to the same shit. And no, I didn't. And then I enjoyed every show. Like even when I did fuck up, I wasn't absolutely like, oh. Yeah, and Clem wasn't head stomping me into the curb like he usually did before.
I was tense before that break.
Everybody's just...
I'm just kidding, but for legal reasons, we were kidding.
No, really, I have the scar back.
But no, I think the band dynamic. I've always heard about the way Nashville is, or really any band, and it always scared me. I've always started it, even from like the little fucking garage bands that I was in. I was like, I don't want this bullshit of having hired in players. Oh,
that you mean like that it doesn't feel like personal?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to just.
I've been afraid of that as well.
Be in an environment where we act like we care about each other on stage, and then we get off stage, and then
And I think we're all terrified of losing that like sense of community that we had built over the years. I mean, leading up to that break, I think we all, we're like coming off stage and just like didn't even have the time to appreciate it.
Oh yeah, it was.
We needed that.
That's real.
It was definitely becoming more, just over and over again, wash, rinse, and repeat. But I think we all needed that break, and we all took the time that we needed to. And I'm glad that everyone in the band also was like, hey, we also need this break.
Oh, yeah. Everyone in that circle that I walked up to, there was no one like, I don't know about that. Everyone was like,
guys, I think we can make it.
Yeah. I wasn't even in it, and I was like, it's a great idea. I was just like awkwardly pacing outside of the circle, trying to be respectful, but like kept being like, yeah, you're right. No, that's right.
But then
good job.
The first time back, we had rented that van. Oh God, never mind. I'm not even going to tell that story.
Oh, the Winnebago, yeah.
The Winnebago.
That was it. Hey, that was good.
No, it was
hilarious.
But it was cracking me up that you put me back up. I had never slept in one of those bunks above the driver.
Yeah,
in like a
had
camper.
to experience that, man.
I had to, but I had been at a wedding as the best man all day.
Schmammered.
The margarita machine, which they just dumped it off, showed us how to use it. And then from that point on, me, Colton, Bryce, and Nick are all running it.
Right. into your cups and drinking it.
Yeah, it was bound to be a disaster.
Into the ground.
And by
that business is going nowhere.
By the time I'm seeing you at 1 o'clock in the morning after I'm emotionally drained of.
Did I meet Peyton that night too?
Yeah. And she fondly remembers you sitting there talking to my dad after smoking some weed.
Yeah. No.
Just being high as fuck at my kitchen counter. And my dad's like, "You want some water?" And you're like, No, I don't want to take any of your water.
Would you like a glass of water, son?
And my dad's like, "No, really, do
There's
you want
tons
some
of
water?" And he's like, "Dude, I couldn't take that from you." And he goes, "We have an abundance."
Well, in that case, dog. Sure.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. She was, honestly, the situation that she walked into, she's met my cousin.
Boyfriend was breaking up. They were breaking up too.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah.
This was all just occurring.
This was in...
At 1 in the morning.
At 1 in the morning, I'm on an adrenaline high of like, I've been the best man at my best man's wedding, dude.
Yeah.
And then we go, we're fixing to have to step back into it. I'm scared shitless because I know what road life means and getting back into it and all the things. And then I'm coming to the house and I got my cousin Jaden. He's fucking ready to roll. He's chill as a cucumber as he always is. My parents are also kind of, we've all been at a wedding.
Had a time.
Yeah, everyone had a time. And then I'm meeting Peyton to y'all and everyone else and bringing her into the house and and then I'm like giving her that $3 house tour. That's just a joke. It's not $3. It's free, but
it's free.
But
I paid $6 for that fucking tour, dude. Where did that $6 go?
Yeah, Lacey's boyfriend, dude. I walked back.
The names have been changed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. We're gonna censor all these names out.
But yeah, no. I walked back there and I was like, and then this is Alicia's room. Opened up the door and her ex-boyfriend now is like yelling at me, "Get out, get out, get out!" I'm like, "What the fuck,
brother?"
Anyway, that was a time. But yeah, I just remember you pushing me back up into the RV, and I was like, dude. That's a nice guy right there. I tell you what.
He takes good care of us.
Oh, fuck. Is it really? Gosh, dang. We're getting close to the 10-minute mark.
Oh, all right.
Sorry, I'm having too much fun about this. But for y'all, especially Clem, because, I'm not trying to say that you haven't been around because you've been around.
Since the beginning.
What is it that you enjoy most about this group and getting to go play these shows and the journey along? Like, I've never actually really, we've always just looked at each other and it's kind of been like this ongoing, like,
this is nice.
We're on the same page. Like, we've just always been on the same page when cool shit happens and we're like, holy fuck, we're doing it. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's been wild. Pretty much my favorite thing about it is that it still feels like the garage band that it was from the get-go, and I don't think it'll ever lose that. No, I don't think it could. I don't think we could like maintain the same, audience connection and any of that without that same type of environment that we've been sort of like carefully maintaining and trying. And it's not to say we didn't have any of our rocky moments, we had some interesting times early on and, things like that are going to keep coming, I'm sure, but I love it. And I can't believe everything that's happened. I can't believe how far we've come. So,
dude, it's been more than 3 years.
I mean, I don't know when this might reach our lovely listeners, but I mean, we're playing the Opry tomorrow, full band, which is
huge.
That's an item off my bucket list. I didn't know I was supposed to be writing on there. I mean, that's hard to wrap my head around. And so
it's cool to be seeing the things that are changing and evolving around us too, because that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And we're very grateful that the Opry has changed some of the rules
and we're just
tweaked.
All in all surrounded by wonderful people. I mean, we get to hang out with 49 and Charles, Wesley Godwin, and they're whole bands and just entourages from sort of all the people we've surrounded ourselves with have been really.
But it's been cool to be accepted because, I had the worry of it. Of just when we were first popping off, I was like, fuck, one hit wonder. Here I come through,
Right.
Because that's what I always beat the shit out of myself before anyone else can ever. But that was like a cool feeling whenever the rest of the community, like, let us in.
And for people to be so welcoming, like to have such a crazy sort of red dirt Appalachian bridge thing happening that obviously
this
is
scene too, man.
And then that's like
weird.
to be a part of that is crazy. I mean,
For all 3 scenes like that to be like, you're sick. That's
awesome.
That's wild.
It's a weird deal, and I'm very grateful. But I'm more grateful for the people that I get to do it with, and I think that's where a lot of people think that I'm just probably blowing it out my ass when I'm up on stage, and I'm like, no, I get to actually be with people that I want to be around, and they're my friends, and they're literally my family. Like
I wouldn't exchange it for the world. Yeah,
like, it's the greatest feeling in the world because everyone knows about the hired guys that just come in, and that shit ain't fun. That ain't fun for me.
It's not fun for the guys getting hired in to play one-off gigs with an artist that they don't expect to go anywhere with, or don't have a passion or connection to the music. Every musician's got a passion and connection to something, and the fact that there's a lot of people out working and living and playing music full time that don't even have a chance to tap into that type of passion and connection is such a.
I got some friends that have experienced that have passed on huge gigs because they knew the immediate shelf life. Like it was going to be a 2-year tour, and then the whole band would just get rolled over.
Gosh,
and then you sit back and try to rebuild everything that you actually care about doing. Might as well just keep doing what you care about doing. Yeah. And I'm so fortunate that what I care about doing and who I care about doing with means that I get to play Red Rocks, and like that's like that, because I would still be, caring about it just as much if that wasn't, in the cards, obviously. But that's hard to wrap my head around. Yeah, that's wild.
Because I mean, it's a great feeling. I mean, I know that you haven't been with us from the start, but like neither is Ken's or Bill. Like they came along, and I was like, I want them, and to watch everything just kind of unfold the way it has. Like when we stepped on that bus and we finally got into the first bus, like that's a feeling that I couldn't believe it. I knew it was coming.
Anything else, man?
I knew it was coming, but like,
excuse me,
just the pure enjoyment of watching this team, like, go from fucking playing some of the shittiest gigs, dude. I mean, shittiest, and to watch us make it, because.
And I thought we would still be playing those same shitty gigs. Like right now, I thought we would still be daydreaming about today. Like I thought those shitty gigs would continue for years.
And sometimes I think that's why I like doing those pop-up shows. So that way we
it's a constant reminder, man.
But like for you, we get off the road and you get flown back home. And your Instagram is just filled with 9 other shows that you've played. And I'm like, this guy just doesn't fucking quit.
Dude, I'm very, very fortunate that like when I fly home to Tulsa, it is a musical playground. And I get to, I'm in several projects in Tulsa that I'm very, very fortunate to be involved with friends. And I just get to music all the time. And then like, getting to be a part of this, when I came on, it was your debut at Cain's, one of the largest casinos you've ever played. You took a break, and then the first gig I get to come out with you is your largest gig in front of 25,000 people. And then every other single fucking thing after that has just been like either the largest thing I've ever played or like an item on a bucket list. I mean, dude, I played BOK and Red Rocks in the same fucking week, dog.
Yeah.
When I got to pass BOK the next week when I got to fly home.
Yeah.
Every time, that's right by my house. Every time I pass BOK for the last 10 years that I've lived in Tulsa, I've been like, one day I'm going to play in there. And then a random week, I'm back home and all of a sudden it's, well, I hope I get to play in there again.
Yeah.
And like wild. I was crying driving. Like, oh my God. Like this has been the biggest dream come true. And the fact that it's with Oklahomans, the fact that it's with people of y'all's values and how of y'all's values. So the way that everybody wants to see this grow and how focused everyone is on it being the like healthiest thing, and that we're leading with like kindness. And you just don't have that all the time. I feel, and then I go home to my wonderful wife and all my wonderful Tulsa friends. It's a dream come true. Every moment of my life, I wake up, I'm just like, how did this happen? Like it's wild.
It literally
It's wild. I'm so grateful to be here, though. I love you very much.
And we're grateful to have you. I'm grateful for that attitude. I think that's a lot of the reason that you get to do all the wonderful things that you do is that type of attitude. Because
thank you.
It goes a long ways because we're
living the dream, dog. It's hard to
well, there's times you remind me of it. I'll watch you when I'm fixing to go on and set my shit up when we show up to a concert, and I'll just watch you, and you're not even behind your drum kit. You're just standing out looking at the empty seats. It doesn't matter what venue. And then I'm like, that's fucking right. That's exactly fucking right.
You don't ever want to become jaded to the significance.
Well, it's been a reminder because all this shit gets.
It's easy to get jaded. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That's
like how much
never
would have
thought. Yeah.
That's why I like doing those.
Fuck it. Like, this is another gig. Like,
considering the fact that when I'm home, I'm missing it and I'm wishing I was out doing it.
I wish I was with my wife and my family.
Exactly.
And like, I haven't shit all day.
Yeah.
When are we going to eat?
Yeah.
I can't smoke weed here. But like, it's the dream.
Yeah.
It is the absolute dream. And your fan base, dog.
Dude, we're very lucky.
Spoiled.
Dude, it takes me by surprise still. Oh, that Cain show, I've never played a louder show in my life because we were on wedges still.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's right.
How the fuck can you guys hear? If that's what every night was like, you guys
that's why we had to go back to the Gray Eagle last week. That's
where it started.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, the crowd is deafening. It's like,
and you just get to meet the kindest people.
Oh yeah,
like every show,
and they're telling you like songs, or they're telling you stories of like triumph, of heartbreak, like your music, this music that we get to play, that you've written and graciously let us be a part of, is such an impactful tool in people's lives, and like the stances that you take, like during your speaking moments, like. How you're just like, especially lately, when the point that you make when you're like, all of y'all are here right now. You're not thinking about your bullshit. You're not thinking about the cancer, or you're not thinking about the promotion you didn't get, or the problems at home, or whatever. You're just in this moment, letting all that go for just a second. Like that's
the coolest part of the job,
and that's what
have
what we're doing.
Right
that's what it's
here.
for.
And you don't ever want to let go of that because we need that too. I mean, if we're gonna put up with all of that,
and
all of the bizarre things.
You center us immediately with those statements. It is crucial.
We put on a show like that. That is the job. If we want to look at it from a business standpoint, it is the job is to put on a show. But at the end of the day, our show is different than what other people.
I completely agree. It's a show, but it's more spiritual than that. Like it's more impactful. The job for me is the travel. It's my pleasure to play your shows.
The travel is the job, though.
That is the job.
That's where the money comes in because it's like, I gotta fucking do this. Be crammed in the van next to.
Now you get to be crammed in your bunk.
Dude, yeah, exactly. And it's the best fucking thing ever.
Dude, I'm going to take a bunk nap so hard in a couple days. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's never the shows that feel like a job, though. And
no, it's
I
just
hope
the
that it never
in-betweens.
does, you know?
Well, I mean, because of our values, I don't think that it ever... If it would fall apart. If it ever did again,
well, I mean,
then it
the
would
reason
fall apart
it fell
like
apart
it did.
was
You know?
I know I said that I was numb to everything, but that wasn't the shows. That was just the...
Sure, the shows were probably what was keeping you alive at all.
Yeah, pretty much, because of all the other bullshit that was going on.
Because you get an hour and a half every night to enjoy your life.
The rest of it's just like, can be a real grind. And people like, oh yeah, it must be so tough for you to go out there and play music and shit.
Oh, well, that's what they all
no
say.
idea. Like,
that's what most of the comments were. Well, I'm out there on the pipeline, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you get it to some extent. And I don't get what you're going through.
There's a
but to discredit the travel and the like hardship that it does to your brain and your body, like, dude, talk to anybody that's been on a van tour for over 10 years. I've got some friends in Tulsa that van toured hard, and like, dog, their bodies are a mess.
Yeah.
Their backs are destroyed.
Gosh.
Like, I mean, it's not discrediting the pipeline,
Yeah.
but like, fuck,
It's
dude,
not like
this
we're
is
doing-
also hard work.
It's
Like,
not physical. That's where they have trouble with it. It's
Yeah.
mentally. You can't do nothing in the van.
No, and you can't, and like, you have to like do things to not get sucked in your phone because that's not healthy either.
No.
That's not
But then, like, you know, man, repetition, what we do, our bodies show in, show out. It seriously, it is a mental and physical game.
and just the sleep thing.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
you're in a
Well, the
van
sleep
all the
was the
time. Like, you're just
killer of
not
it
going
all.
to sleep enough to like have the willpower to take care of your body.
Absolutely.
Like you're just not going to.
You stop.
Like,
you stop
just-
making good food choices. You stop
Yeah,
making
no.
good life decisions.
Like you're not going to wash your
Cranky.
face. You know, it's like I really started to let myself go there.
It's easy.
You
It's
know,
very easy to do because you're like, what's the point? Like,
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah.
Well, the other
bus-
thing my dad always said recently when we did CMA Fest, he was like, dude, you ever realize that they run you exactly like we run cattle? And it fucking opened up my
Same
eyes.
schedule.
Well, of course, with
It's
cattle.
not the show pony anymore,
With the-
dude. It's
Yeah.
the show
Dude,
cattle, dude.
it opened my fucking eyes to everything because you transport them, they get stressed. You get them there, you put them in a green room because they can't be out, and then you walk them through the sale.
Yeah.
That's the show, is the sale. And like it opened my eyes up completely, which of course in the cattle world, I hope no one is out there. PETA is fucking coming for my ass. I ain't changing my ways, but like
on the way.
it really made me like look at it from a different perspective of just being contained all the fucking time. And then you just walk out there and you do your little dance and then you come back in and then it's back to the trailer. And
Yeah, the containment's a big one.
Wow. I never really. I haven't.
well, I'm glad that we
That's
have these
wild.
values to make
Yeah.
it sure that it doesn't feel like that. But
Yeah, yeah.
But like CMA week, for me, yeah, kind of.
Oh, sure.
The playing the shows was the best part. Everything else that goes on behind it,
Can get a little numbing, I'm sure.
oh yeah, I was not doing good, but that's part of it, you know.
I was
Yeah,
doing
there's
great.
nothing
I
in
just
life-
came in and played the shows.
Yeah, I mean,
I had an awesome
was
time. They
kinda
gave me a
like-
little koozie with a shoulder strap, and I went home.
yeah. I was like, "What's up, Gavin DeGraw?"
Yeah.
Anyway,
Dude,
how do you like your song played like this, boy?
that was one of the coolest.
Oh,
That
dude,
was
that
wild.
was tight.
Yeah.
That was tight.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm just.
Yeah.
This has been just so much fun. Honestly,
absolutely.
the problem with this group right here for this podcast is that we could honestly just fucking set one up inside the bus and
Oh yeah, it was
Relay.
just-
Yeah, I think that this
Talk
footage
about
might
our day
require some
every
slimming down, but
yeah. Cut out most of it.
there's a lot of shit.
so we
that
got the
could
first
talk about.
3 minutes of our episode.
Yeah,
here.
I
We'll
feel
catch
like
the
we
rest.
haven't barely even scratched the surface on really anything. And
Well, just wait until you get Austin in on one of
oh
these.
my god, dude.
You won't even. You'll just ask one question. He'll just take it. Take it to the end.
Oh, we're gonna get him on here, and it's
I'm ready for that episode.
Yeah.
It should be like him and Bill.
Yeah. Yeah. The stoic conversations.
Yes. And you should just be like, Bill should just be like holding you.
Sweeney Bay Bill. Yeah,
What did you think about that, Bill?
well, it has been fun as hell, and yeah, I know we're not really supposed to give timelines because I don't know when this is gonna come out, but we fucking play the Opry tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we didn't, we played the Opry that one time.
Yeah. And
was tight.
potentially also could be tomorrow in your time as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Shit,
This
depending
is
on when you
live,
watch it.
actually. I'm on Facebook Live right now.
God.
That's the angle.
Anyway,
Thanks for having us,
this
man.
has been
Yes.
fun as fuck, guys. And I hope that this has done something for you out there. And your lunch.
something for me.
Oh, God. This has been too much fun. Oh, God. We got to get out of here. Bye, guys.
Bye now.